Okay, taking a look at this week's toy haul. I had a pretty decent week on eBay finding some stuff and some good deals. And then I had a great day at Target today. I struck out at the other stores, but hey, when you have this good a day at Target, you can strike out at all the other stores, that's fine. So for the eBay purchases this week, I picked up some Johnny Lightning Legends of Star Trek spaceships. I think that these spaceships are really nice. I wish that they would not have discontinued them. The detail on them is really good. And the later series here had some really fun gimmicks to them with the explosions and the torpedoes. So I have seen some of these, like the Sacrifice here with the exploded Enterprise. And that's got some really cool sculpting to it. But I've seen some of these fetch upwards of $50 or $60 depending on how many of them are available on eBay at that time. And I picked all of these. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I got them for $10, tax, shipping, and everything. That was the end cost, $10 a piece. Purchased them in 2 lots. And like this one here, you rarely see it for less than $25 or $30 by itself. The Voyager, again, usually you see that. I've seen this one anywhere between like $40 and $80 depending on which variant it is. And this is the variant with the landing gear down, which wouldn't have excited me as a collector all that much. It already comes with the stand. Why do I need landing gear for it? But, I mean, the Voyager was a pretty expensive ship to purchase on eBay. So let me show you all the ones that I did get. This is the Voyager. We got the Sacrifice. And my goodness, look at that. $2.99 at Ollie's. Oh, gosh. Man, I would have bought all of them if I would have seen something like this. That's really cool. I don't know how long ago this was sold. Is there a date? I don't know if that's 3/16 means the 3rd month of 2016. I doubt it. But yeah, that would have been excellent to find at Ollie's for $3. But it's kind of cool seeing the sticker on it and showing what it was purchased for on clearance. I'll probably remove this sticker and then put it on the back just to show that it was purchased at Ollie's originally. And we've got the Cleon battle cruiser with the torpedo firing and the explosion on the back section of the ship. I like this series with the complete clamshell plastic instead of these cardboard with clamshells, because you can see that these things get all warped and twisted, and these stay really nice and straight. We got several of the Cleon battle cruisers. This is an older variant of it, and it's more white than the other variants that I've gotten. Here is a cloaked variant. The USS Enterprise D usually fetches a pretty good amount of money. I don't really like the fire buildup around it. This is meant to capture the scene where it saucer separates and then crashes into the planet, and that's the end of the D. But saucer separation, and in that later series where it was the complete plastic clamshell. And that usually goes for a pretty fair price. And then you have the USS Majestic, and this one comes with those cool explosion effects. Lots of Aztecing on this one. Essentially the same thing as the Reliant, but just repainting it and adding some extra explosions and making it its own ship. This is a duplicate that I had. This is the USS Enterprise NX-01 with battle damage. And I already had this one, so a couple of these are going to get kicked loose on Facebook Marketplace. But I always thought that Enterprise was a great TV show. I wish that they would have kept that going for a few more seasons. Then I was at the Hobby Lobby and I came across this little guy here, an F-22 Raptor, and this is a kit that you can put together, but as you look at it closely, it's like a Lego set. Once it's all assembled, it doesn't look like a Lego set, but open it up here. the pieces inside are like Lego pieces. So the interior core of it assembles like a Lego set, but when it's all together, it looks like a model airplane. So I'm going to be doing a video on this. I think that this is a great idea. I like the idea of, you know, kids being able to play with the plane, and then it gets destroyed or whatever. It can crumble into pieces, and then it reassembles like a Lego set, but it doesn't have all of the studs all over it like a Lego set would. It looks like a model of that airplane. This is a good idea. And then we get to Target. And I have been kind of keeping my eye out for this. This is the Funko Mini Moments Seinfeld set. These were like $7.99 each, so a little less than a Funko Pop would have cost. And I don't think that these are necessarily Funko Pops. I don't see any Pop branding on them, but it is a Funko. So it's Funko Mini Moments, maybe a new series. I guess I haven't seen it before. Maybe it's been out for a while. But each character comes with a section of Seinfeld's apartment. And as you put it all together, you end up with the studio set of Seinfeld's apartment. And there are little indentations that you can put all the different characters and place them in the apartment. So I think that's really cool. I was really keeping a close eye on, there was a like miniature diorama. It was like $500, and I saw it get down to $400, and then I think it was this past like winter it got down to $350, and I was super excited about maybe trying to get it if it went down any further. It never did. I think they're down to like 30 available dioramas, and they're back up to $500 a piece, which is very difficult for me to stomach. The detail on those is impressive. Much more impressive than what this is, but for a collector of my caliber, I think that the detail for this is going to suffice, especially that there are 6 characters to collect with 6 sections times $8. I mean, you know, I'm in it a lot less money than I was in it with the miniature diorama, and I think that this is going to display pretty nicely. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say as nicely as that $500 variant, but geez Louise, I think this is gonna look pretty cool. And for what I've got in it, I think that it's going to display very nicely. The toy hunters that I've been watching have had a hard time finding all 6 of them. They found 3, so I don't know if there's typically like it looked like there would have potentially been 9 in the case that I saw. Somebody took 3 of them, and then there were 6 left, and it was exactly the ones that I needed to complete a set. You have Elaine, Uncle Leo, Jerry, Kramer, George, and Newman. And when you buy all 6 characters, you have all 6 components to build the apartment set, and that's what they had there. So I said, hey, I don't have a cart, and rather than carry all of these 6 boxes, can I just take the display since I'm buying the rest of them? And she said, well, A, no, you cannot have the display. This is a Target employee. And she was pretty friendly about it. She said, no, you can't have the display. And B, I'm not even sure if you're allowed to buy more than one because it's a Funko collectible, and we are limiting how many people can buy so that we don't have scalpers come by, buy up all of our exclusives, and then sell them at a profit on Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, and eBay. So I said, well, I'm gonna try and see if I can ring them up. I went and got a cart, came back, picked these up, and they each have a different UPC code. So I don't know if I was technically allowed to purchase all 6 in one visit, but I did. And I wasn't given a hard time up at the self-checkout. So I purchased those. I'm excited to do a video on that. I don't know that they've been out for long, so this is a pretty new product. So I'm gonna do a video of unboxing them, showing you some really close-up pictures of them in detail, and show you the characters and how they interact in the set. So that's exciting. And then if you've seen any of my videos of me touring my shop, you know I like my Nerf guns. And I saw this, and I thought that was a really cool, legendary Nerf blaster. I liked the Icon series where they're actually showing it in some of those original early 2000s colors. And it was originally $50. And I thought, you know, that's cool. It's probably $50 cool, but I don't think that I'm gonna spend $50 on it. And when I was out shopping today, it was on clearance from $50 to $24.99. I thought, well, for 25 bucks, that will display very nicely in the collection. So I'm gonna keep that new in the package and just collect it. I'm not sure if it's a dead-on exact replica of what was purchased in the early 2000s, if all of the internals are the same. I know there are videos that show the Icon series and how they perform. This is not one of those videos, but I do like to display some larger Nerf guns in my toy collection, and I didn't have anything from this series, so now I do. So that was a great week for a toy haul. Stay tuned for some individual videos. I'll be putting that Lego airplane together and then doing a video on the Funko Seinfeld apartment. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for checking out my videos. We will catch you next time.
I'm really, really sorry. I apologize unreservedly. I offer a complete and utter retraction. The imputation was totally without basis in fact and was in no way fair comment and was motivated purely by malice. And I deeply regret any distress that my comments may have caused you or your family. And I hereby undertake not to repeat any such slander at any time in the future.